Hi, and welcome back. Today we're in Boone, Iowa, and we're getting ready to board a train for a ride on the Boone Scenic Valley Railroad.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Bob.
And we're next at Retirement and Travel, and join us today for our train ride.
As we waited to board the train, we had time to look at the recreated depot area. They have done excellent work in creating that old-time feel. They have collected and used salvaged wood furnishings and benches from other depots, and have even salvaged brick from closed depots to use in this recreation. It really puts you in the spirit of taking this historical train ride.
Another whimsical feature you can take in as you wait is a model train elevated at the top of the wall on a shelf. The train circles through the waiting room and a small adjacent room. A very special feature is that they have the train crossing a suspended bridge at one corner.
The steps to get in and out of the train were very steep, but we did notice that one train car was fitted with a handicap lift to enable people with wheelchairs or walkers or other mobility difficulties to easily board the train. In boarding the train, we had assigned seats, but the train was not full and we were free to move around.
Before we get underway, we will show you a cool feature of the passenger seats in our car. They could be reversed to sit either way.
Hello, madam. Is this seat taken?
You can join me in this seat.
Okay, thank you. Let the excitement begin on the Boone Scenic Valley Railroad. As we continue our journey, we will tell you about this historical railroad experience. The railroad over which this historical train travels got its start in 1893. Just west of Boone, Iowa, coal deposits were discovered and some kind of transportation was needed to move the coal. A 4-mile line was constructed to connect the coal mine to the Minneapolis and St. Louis Railroad at Fraser Junction.
It was the heyday of railroad expansion, and by 1907, the line reached from Fort Dodge, Iowa to Des Moines, Iowa. A power plant had been completed at Fraser, and the line became electrified with cars running between Fort Dodge and Des Moines, and with branch lines bringing rail connections to other towns. At its peak, this line offered hourly passenger service.
One of the thrills of this train ride is going over the 156-foot high bridge over Bass Point Creek. This bridge was constructed in the years 1912 and 1913 and replaced the wooden trestle that originally spanned the valley.
This is a very scenic train ride as we pass through the Des Moines River Valley. You might think all of Iowa is flat farmland, and you can certainly see some flat farmland on this trip. However, for much of the ride, you are traveling along an area that has experienced increased glacial activity. I'll refer you back to my video on glacier cames and put up this map of the glacial area of the Des Moines Lobe and circle the general area of this train trip. Now let's go back to the historical aspects of this rail line.
Eventually, automobile usage became more prevalent and fewer passengers were taking the train. The railroad continued by pushing its freight business with heavy and bulky freight such as gypsum, sewer pipes, and drainage tile.
In 1954, there was a devastating flood that swamped the power plant at Fraser, ending travel on the lines by electricity. diesel engines took over and handled the freight business.
In 1968, the Chicago and Northwestern Railway purchased the entire line. Gradually, many of the smaller lines were discontinued.
In 1983, a group formed the Boone Railroad Historical Society and made it their aim to purchase 11.3 miles of track, including bridges, so that this scenic portion of the line might be preserved. They were able to purchase the line for $50,000. The first passenger journey over this scenic rail line was made in November of 1983.
Another special feature of the ride is crossing the bridge over the Des Moines River. You are treated to an exceptional view of the Des Moines River Valley.
Now let's go back to the historical aspects of this rail line.
In 1984, the group began work on the present depot with materials salvaged from decommissioned depots and were able to open it to the public in 1985.
Society purchased the world's last commercially produced steam locomotive, a JS 8419. Constructed in Datong, China, the price tag for the locomotive was $350,000. For our trip, we got tickets for a regular coach ride in an un-air-conditioned historical passenger car. The cost was $25 per person and included admission to the museum, which we will show you in another video. There are also ticket options for a climate-controlled car, an open-air valley view car, and a caboose. There are also dinner trains, picnic trains, and special event trains such as Thomas the Tank Engine, the Easter Bunny Express, the Pumpkin Express, and the Santa Express.
This is actually our second time to make this journey. We last rode this train in 1996. Our children were small and we took them to ride the train. We also took Sarah's grandmother with us to relive her days of yesteryear.
We hope you have enjoyed this historic train ride. If you are a lover of trains, you may enjoy visiting Boone, Iowa someday. Let us know if you have ever been on this ride or what you enjoyed about the video. You can also let us know about other historic train rides available in the U.S.
If you have enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe. You can hit the notifications button to be alerted to our new videos. And until our next adventure, we will say goodbye.